Hello, and welcome to The Base, Big and Small Screens. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this movie, Desperate Measures, with Andy Garcia and Michael Keaton. It is one of those suspense thriller type shows with some good action in it that were out there for quite a bit way back in the day. When was it? I think it was around the 90s. It is about 100 minutes long, so you get just a little over an hour and a half, and a good way to spend the time. Now, what is this particular movie about? Well, you've got Andy Garcia here playing a cop whose son is having leukemia, I believe. I believe he's got leukemia. Not 100% sure. It's been a little while since I've seen this one. But he needs a bone marrow transplant, his son. So what does our father of the year here do? Mr. Garcia, who's a police officer, him and his buddy, another police officer, end up breaking into the FBI and into their computers to find a list of donors that match his son's bone marrow. And they find one in this man, Michael Keaton. Now, Michael Keaton is a killer in prison. He has a very interesting accent. He's got a very southern accent to him, very southern drawl, and he has this outward personality that he's just a regular old guy. He's got that tone of voice to him, and the way he projects himself, the things that he says, the words that he chooses are all very down to earth, so that people will underestimate him because he's really quite intelligent. Anyways, Andy Garcia goes to Mr. Keaton here in prison and tries to convince him to uh, donate bone marrow for his son so he can help save his life. And at first, Keaton refuses him. Then he ends up doing some research online with the prison's computers and comes up with a plan, then agrees to help because he's going to escape, which he does. During the operation, he ends up killing one of the doctors, or the doctors and I think one or two of the doctors, the guards that were guarding him, and gets away. So Garcia gets into the hospital before they lock him down because he's in there with his son, and he decides he's going to bring him in. He's going to catch him and make him go through the operation. Now, the problem is the police and the FBI are getting involved, and they're going to try and kill him because he's just too much trouble. So he's trying to escape, shoot to kill. So you got our cop having to protect our criminal, all the while trying to capture him and bring him in and stop him from killing any of the policemen. All in a hospital while his son, who's had radiation to chemo, I think it is, to drop down his antibodies so that the transplant can happen. So he's already in danger of getting sick and not having anything to fight off an infection. So that's all going on. It is a wonderfully acted, wonderfully well written, well performed uh, suspense thriller type show. Very, very good. I was riveted in my seat when I saw this in the theaters. Uh, Naturally, got the DVD when it came out, and I've watched it probably a good half a dozen times over the years. It is well worth your time. If you like suspense and thrillers and that type of thing, if you like Michael Keaton at all, and you should because the man is an amazing actor, you like Andy Garcia, also an amazing actor, check this one out. Uh, Desperate Measures. It is worth your time. So that's it for this little episode of The Base. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give the old like button a tap. Give the subscribe button a tap if you haven't subscribed to my show and you like what I'm doing. And please feel free to comment in the comment section below. I always like hearing what people have to say. Um, Feel free to just talk about the movie. Ask me to review another movie. Ask me to review a book. Doesn't matter. Just get some comments going. I'd like to talk to people. I really would. So until next time, you all take care, and I will see you around.